Can you hear my fan in the mic?
Alright, welcome everyone. My name's John and this is the Aussie Endurance Series. Tonight I've got Gordo in the booth with me. Hey mate.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So we're in the Porsche Cup Development Series here with a V8 Supercar on track tonight, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Let's jump on Kurt there and have a quick gander. So he's in a Ford Mustang V8 Supercar cruising around. He'll be doing his own thing. And we are at the very dark Daytona. So it should be a good fun race tonight. So currently on pole we have Jonathan Akers with a 148 flat. Right behind him we have Dean Reddit, 148.2. Ricky, 148.2 as well, so it's pretty tight in the front three. Oh, John Akers goes for 147.3. And Ricky goes to 147.8. Bloody hell, they're flying. Timmy Hancock's in here tonight. Not sure if he'll qualify or not, but he's definitely going to be one that works his way through the pack if he doesn't. Otherwise, we'll definitely see him on top. Don Pittman's just set himself in P4 with a 148.5. Oh, just pipped then by Dean. 147.5. Axel on top. Look at that. Man, that kid is flying. 146.9. I say kid, but he's a 40-year-old man, but you know what I mean. One of our young pups in VGA. And then Jared Eastman, wasn't sure he was going to race tonight because we've been having iRacing issues with moving a few folders around, but he's on track with a 148.5. Greg Levine, 148.9. He's cruising around. We've got Scotty, just dropped down the order a bit, 149.3. Who jumped up then? Dean, Jamie. There we go, Jamie Fleming, up into P4, 147.6. Really tight. We've got Brendan McVicker, 149.5. He's definitely going to be one that finds a lot of pace during the race if he hasn't found it already. Very quick driver, but just might not know this track too well. And this is a very particular track. You've got to have a really particular line in certain places. So he'll figure that out pretty quick once he starts watching the other drivers. And Phil Whiteman, Mr. Consistent. He had a really good race on Wednesday night. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 haven't qualified. So we've got a good field tonight. Geez, 20 cars?
Yeah, close to 20 cars, I think.
Yeah. 16,
very
17.
Popular Daytona Road. Very, very popular.
Yeah, it's a good track, eh? I almost told Jared I was going to not jump in the booth tonight and jump on track, but decided better get a broadcast out there for these guys.
Absolutely.
Alright, not sure how many cars are left on track. And we've got Jake cruising around. And we've got Axel still going out there. So I think they can do 3 laps. So they'll probably do 2, come in. Oh, and I think you have to do 1, then sacrifice 1, and then 1 again, don't you?
No, they'd have the whole 3, wouldn't they? How much time do they have? Yeah, 10 minutes and 3 laps. So they'll have 10 minutes to do 3 laps around Daytona, and if they get an off track or whatever, obviously the lap will be invalidated. But I think if they restart, they'll have to do another out lap, and that'll count as a lap. So they've got 3 laps. Yeah.
Yeah, Roger. Well, Axel pulls a pin on that one, so he either got an off track or he... Alright, so we can find who else is on track. Oops. So I think that might be everyone. So we've got Axel on pole, Dean Reddit in P2. John Akers and Ricky on the 2nd row. Jamie and Barry on the 3rd row. Don and Jared on the 4th row. Jared's just sitting on the track having fun.
Yeah, just having a bit of a moment there.
Looks like he had a crash. We can have a look at that. Let's see what happened to Jared. Apparently he's been struggling with the bus stop all night. I mean, looks like there's no difference here. Yeah, apparently he's got to fix up all his settings. He moved the documents folder and then lost everything. So his
Yeah, it
iRacing's
looks like he's gone into the bus stop and just hit the curb or a bit too much power or...
no, that's it.
Anyway, might have to do a last minute camera angle fix, man.
Oh, don't worry about that one. We'll get some nicer ones. Yeah, I'm not sure why that one's so panned out like that. I did reset all the to default, so... Because when I go from triples to single, it goes from 180 degrees down to 60, but some camera angles stay at that 180 for some reason.
Yeah.
That's right. It'll come good. Alright, let's focus on our pole. So Kurt will start the race out the front. His lap time was a 1:49.4, so he's actually quite a fair bit off the pace. But that should be fine. Just want a better camera angle here. Good looking cars tonight, very bright and colourful. So we'll probably stick with Axel and see. Oh, there's Kurt drops back to the pits, I think.
Some very colourful cars tonight.
Yeah, I think the rest of these VGA boys into the VGA cars.
Nah. We
VGA
got two
versus
VGA cars
Riot.
out tonight.
Yeah, there should be Jared and Brendan, 2 more. Phil could jump in one.
A couple of VGA cars. We've got a few Riot cars out tonight.
All right, everyone. It's rolling start, remember. The caution to turn 1. Let's have fun.
I think a lot of the boys like to run their own liveries.
Yeah.
Sort of make the grid a bit more colourful, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Some individuality in AES, which is really good.
All right, pace car is away.
Ellie Dogan, that's Axel, isn't it?
That's Axel. Yep.
I always get a bit confused.
So that's gifted. I think that's gifted John Akers an inside spot.
Because someone didn't
One,
join.
2. Oh no, it's Dean. Dean's up the front. No, all good. No, because Kurt retired back to pits and he's going to start from pits.
Ah, okay.
I thought maybe that was going to mix up the order a little bit, but no, it's all fine. Just means that Dean will have the inside for pole. But Axel will get the jump, so he should have the run. Let's try and find a camera angle here.
Supercars in the pit lane.
That's it. Make sure I'm live. Alright. Wait for the pace car to pull off. And we're green. Oh, that was a move up the inside by someone there. That might be black flag. No, looking okay. All good in the T1 so far. Everyone's playing nice and safe. Let's fix up these cameras.
Ooh.
Bit of bumping. Oh, someone's off.
Couple cars have gone out on the international horseshoe there.
All right, someone's gone deep. We'll come back to that in a second. We're still 2 by 2. No, they sort themselves out. Oh, it's Jake straight lines it all the way to the fence. That was unlucky.
Oh, geez, yeah, straight line. You can see the tyre marks in the sand there.
Yeah, it's tricky, these cars. Once they pinch a brake, it's very hard to gather them back up and still get the car to pull up. So Barry Punter has had a moment there. Jake's had a moment again as well. We're currently watching Ricky at the moment, sitting in P4. I haven't seen a lap around here yet on board, so in these cars, so this will be interesting. There's a big run up behind there. Tim Hancock giving giving Jamie Fleming a bit of a push there. He's already jumped up. Oh, only one spot.
Looks like Jared's going to go for a move on Hayden Smith here.
Yep, around the outside. Oh, 3 wide. 2 wide.
Jamie's gone wide there.
Oh, Jared's a bit deep, but he pulls it in. Barry's a bit wide in the background.
Oh, door to door almost.
Yep. Bloody hell. Jamie's fighting hard here to hold his spot.
Yeah, Jamie's going to end up with that position.
You had a black flag until halfway down there.
No, you're right, bud.
Someone's gone off.
Yeah, we've got.
Called it out.
Jack Robinson.
Yep. Alright, so Jared's putting heaps of pressure on the back here at the moment. Tim's caught up to Ricky already. So he's going to work his way through the field pretty quickly, I think, until he catches up to Axel.
Got a couple of duo battles going on here. We got Barry and Greg.
Barry and Greg, yep.
Jared's just backed off Jamie here.
Looks like Greg's going to go up the inside.
And the front 5, of course, are battling out.
Alright, they straighten out. There's Tim now. Wants to make a move up here past Ricky.
Yep.
Ricky's on the line.
It's getting nice and close.
Give him a little bit of push and he might get a 2 for 1.
Oh, yeah, that might be bump crafting, eh?
And box him in and get 2 for 1.
Might be 2 birds with 1 stone here.
3 wide again.
Oh, he hit the wall.
Around the outside. Can they hold it?
He's making it work. He's making it work.
Oh, he got the 1.
Oh.
Oh no, John Akers. Where did he come from? He must have been the 3rd car up.
Yeah, he's going to take John Akers.
Yeah, he's got John. That's secure. So he pushed Ricky past John. So the pair of them got past John Akers then. As Tim sets the fastest lap of the race, 146.5, already quicker than qualifying. Looks like they're starting to line out now, but the toe is huge around here, so focus on those exits. Get the toe on the back and front straight, should be laughing. But it's hard at this stage because the car in front of you've also got a toe, so you can't really just fly past them. You've got to really get a good exit and get that speed. And until those cars ahead either pull away or fall back, it's unlikely we'll get to get past too soon. There's Ricky is all over the back of Dean Reddit here at the moment.
Tell you what, it's a bloody good battle up the front here.
It is, yep. Axel leading the way out front. Followed by
We're only
Dean.
6 minutes in.
Dean pulls out to try and go around the outside. We've got Ricky looking up the inside. Oh, he's off the apron. It's all legal. Oh, this could get messy. This could get messy. Axel checks out.
He's going to keep that 3rd position.
Yep, Tim Hancock, 2 spots just sent.
Wow. Oh, Axel's going for the move down the inside. Oh.
Yeah, not sure if Tim just went a bit wide then and Axel saw an opportunity. Hayden Smith, the new fastest lap of the race, 145.9.
And he's caught up to the back of him too. And John Akers.
We've got a 6-man train here at the moment, yep.
6-man train up the front. We're getting a good show at Daytona tonight.
That's it. Alright, Axel's dropping off a little bit off Tim there now. So we might see the front two pull away here.
Kurt's overtaken Don Pittman.
Roger.
Just down the back of the pack there.
Tim with a bit of a shove. All right, let's jump on our nose cam here and see what we've got looking like.
He's really pushing tonight, isn't he?
He is, yep. Yeah, it's all good as long as Netcode doesn't get involved.
Everyone's roughly from Australia, aren't they?
It still happens. So Ricky wants out of that one and just gives the position to Tim. So Tim takes
Have to chase him back down for that one.
That's it. Tim takes the lead of the race on lap 5. On lap 4. But Ricky gets it back again. So that was obviously a setup, I think.
Yeah, Tim went on the outside there. He didn't really hold the inside line, eh?
Yeah.
But he's got him back. He's got him back.
Well, it's quicker on the outside unless someone sends it up the inside. And here's Axel now.
A little bit of oversteer from Ricky coming out of the International Horseshoe. You got Axel here. Oh, he's gone off.
This is going to be tricky.
Oh, where's he going?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Lock up or?
Yeah, I think he... We'll have a look in a second. I think he got bumped off and then... Let's have a quick look what happened here. He just had the speed, but he had to check up and then went off track and then couldn't pull it up. Yep. Alright, so back onto the battle. So Ricky's dropped to P3 and all of that, so Hayden's obviously got the run on him. Coming up to the bus stop now, too wide. Yeah, I'd want to say get out of that one.
Yeah, can't go too wide through bus stop, man. That's a killer.
That's it.
Dean's now right on the back of Ricky here. Stay in the draft, mate. Stay in the draft.
Yeah, that's it. You can't get up there too early. It's
Yeah.
like hitting an air ball.
No, he's making... I know, he's dropping back now.
But if he sets up a good line here on the exit and get up on the inside. Oh!
Boys, what happened there?
Ricky just got it a bit too aggressive on the throttle.
He saved it though.
He
Kept
did.
it out of the wall.
He did. Saved it really well. Was just gifted P4 to John Akers. Alright, well they sort themselves out. We got Jared Eastman chasing down Jamie Fleming.
Too far away from the train either. They're about, what, 3
About
seconds away from Ricky?
3 seconds, yep.
Yeah, not bad.
And then Axel's making his work back on Barry here, so he's got to try and work his way back through. Oop, Jared's making a move.
Ricky's had a bit of a moment there, I think.
Yeah. Jamie's had a moment then.
Oh, Jamie, pardon me.
All good. So, not sure what happened to Jamie. Nothing came up on the radar then, so not sure.
Bit too much power, maybe.
Yeah, we'll just stepped it out. John Akers just lost a spot.
Oh, yeah, he just...
Let's just check that one quickly, see what happened there.
Contact, definitely contact.
So he's
Apologies, Jonathan.
behind.
All good, brother.
He's tried to defend.
Yeah, trying
And
to go
been
too
bumped
wide at the
off.
bus
Call
stop.
it in if you need to, bud.
Yeah.
And
Mate, I'll live. Porsche Cup, all good.
yeah, he's got bumped off by Ricky then. Barry's had a moment as well. No, he's just getting overtaken by Axel. It's all happening. It's a tricky track.
It's a tricky track.
These non-ABS cars, they really don't like very high speeds and high-speed corners and heavy braking zones. It's very hard to finesse them. As John Akers is battling with Jared here.
Yeah, Jared's going to hold that position.
God, there's so much stuff happening everywhere. Alright, we're on with John. Just jumping out a little low-level sniffer cam here. Oh, I just realised all my game's so quiet. Let me turn that up real quick. There we go. Oh, Jared's a bit wide, but gets the run out. Alright, looks like everyone's shaking out a bit. Let's go and have a look at what happened at the start there. So I'm pretty sure this one is the race start. So Don's just gone wide. Looks like Greg's gone deep as well. Let's have another look at that one from a bit further back.
There goes Ricky, coming out of bus stop.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
So Don's just gone wide. That's alright.
Too much power coming out of bus stop. Oh, sorry, that wasn't Ricky, that was Jared. Oh, I'm bloody terrible tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't see anything come up for Ricky. So this is Jared. Yeah, this is where he's been struggling all practice. So yeah, that's a tricky one. But early in the race, lap 8, he's got plenty of time to get back to pits and get that sorted. Oh, he's gone deep into T1 next, so let's just quick look at that one. Couldn't pull it up, might have a bit of wheel damage there. So yeah, you'd be better off trying to get into pits. With any sort of front end damage like that, you don't know what suspension damage you got. Alright, so I've got... Phil came in on lap 5. I don't think Phil's had any damage, so he should be alright, keep going. Let's go to the front of our order. We've got Tim Hancock at the front at the moment in P1 with Hayden Smith very close behind. This should be a really good battle to the end, these two. 4.5 and 5k drivers. This will be quite impressive to watch. Then we've got Dean Reddit, who survived all of the carnage and sitting in P3 at the moment. Ricky's dropped back a little bit in P4. John Akers had his bump off the track a moment ago, but he's still going there now in P5. With Jamie Fleming all over the back.
John.
Yep, that's it.
See if we can make a pass.
Swing by, mate, I'll
first
tuck
turn.
There you go. John's like, go through, mate. Let me tuck in on you.
Looks like he's giving him the position.
So John's trying to obviously fuel save, so that's smart strategy. Oh!
was a good plan at the time.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter.
John's giving him the position. And then Jamie's just lost it.
Oh no, let's have a quick look at what happened there.
Oh, bloody hell.
So a little bit too deep, turned in a little bit too hard. And then had to back up to get out of the way. Oh, we see Hayden is actually closing on Tim, so this should be an exciting battle at the front.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Axel's now down into a 147.2, so he's getting quicker. Front runners are doing 146s at the moment. Yeah, so Tim's with a new team now, and he's not the highest level anymore in his team, so he's excited to learn and try and progress some more himself. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's really good to see Tim, you know, in a team with guys who are quicker than him.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, there's still a lot to learn in racing. You know, every session, every
100%
event. Always stuff to learn, and he'll learn a ton from those guys, I'm sure.
Alright, it's looking pretty quiet on track, so we'll do a lap on board with Hayden until something comes up. Yeah, the tricky to drive these things, I found you've got to brake super hard early on, but then you got to back it off real quick and progressive, and then really back it off before you start to turn in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, supercars and Porsche Cups are really tricky to drive, especially coming from, you know, GT4 racing and GT3 racing, you know, with that no ABS and no traction control. You've really got to have a lot of fidelity with these cars. You've got to really feather that brake and really feather that accelerator pedal.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see how much you can close up here now.
A very complicated car to drive. And, you know, some of these guys are absolutely
I'll let you buy here,
showing
Jamie.
us, you know, top skill in these cars.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Like, they are not easy to drive, and these guys are just flogging it.
that's it. Ooh, Tim gets himself a slowdown. That is Greg lets Jamie by. So Tim's got himself a slowdown. He's going to have to lift off and coast, but I think Hayden wants to stay behind. And he's just going to fuel safe. And then Axel's putting pressure on John Akers now. So let's see if
He's got good toe. He's got good toe.
Let's see if he can do the same move and...
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Alright, Axel's ahead.
Yeah. John's let him have the corner.
That's it.
He'll take that position. He'll take 5th place.
Axel pulls up nicely. Well done.
Well done, mate. Didn't Axel just get triples too?
He did, yep.
Yeah, he'll be benefiting from that tonight.
Oh, 100%, yep. Yep, he'll be able to battle like no tomorrow.
He'll be having fun.
That's for sure.
He'll be having fun.
Alright, Hayden's all over the back of Tim again. So we'll keep coming back to this battle, but I don't think Hayden's going to try and make a pass. I think he's just going to fuel save behind.
I was looking for the toe there, Kurt.
Oh yeah, Kurt Chapman's out on track. Should check in on him.
Just starting to pass the lap car, the leaders.
So the V8 Supercar doesn't have the corner grip or speed, but they've got the horsepower, so let's jump on board here and see what it's like to try and catch up to the Porsche Cup. Whoa, we've got a big angle there. Yeah, look at the horsepower.
Oh yeah, look at that.
A little bit of lift there, not sure which way they want to go.
Easy overtake from Kurt Chapman.
That's it. But now you watch Dean back around the outside. All the grip.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, he
There
missed the
goes.
move. Alright, so Hayden decided to make the move on Tim. So now Tim can cruise behind and try and save some fuel.
Scott Fitzsimmons has just made a move on Jared Eastman.
Roger.
Coming into the first turn here.
Oh, Tim up the inside. This is fun to watch because they're just going at it back and forth. That's what you like to see.
So what's his team name? Team Momentum or something?
For Tim.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know if this is his team car or not.
I just wanted to make the train bigger.
So Hayden's saying that he's trying to slow down Tim to make the train, to bring the train back. Who's car number 7? Brendan McVicker. Not sure why he's highlighted on my map.
I went to hit Cork, got my hit limiter instead.
So Brendan started in pits.
Bugger, mate.
so he would have had a bit of a disadvantage early on, but he's just cruising around. He's paced down to 148.4, so he was doing 149s in qualifying, so he's got that down. As we see Scotty Fitzsimmons
Big enough, I imagine you'll catch up soon.
closing up on Greg. That's a better perspective.
Yeah, if I can keep it on the road, I'll be right.
And that's Jared just in the background there behind Scott.
Looks like Hayden might be trying to fuel save behind Tim here.
Yeah, I dare say.
As they come up to the back of Jake Robertson.
Oh, Jamie's gone deep. No, Greg. Greg went deep.
Jared's made the pass.
That's it.
Jake's letting Tim and Hayden go past.
Yeah, where's Jake at the moment? He's just cruising around.
Just cruising around, man.
Yeah, he's had a few moments. Let's have a quick look at a couple of his moments real quick. So this was early on. I think he got this one wrong and straight lined it.
Obviously the one that straight lined it at the start.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And then off track here, and then a spin. And then later on, he had an off track here. Oh yeah, he had a half spin. Oh, good save though. But no, he'll be just cruising around and he'll be learning as well. So he's a 1.3k driver, so not much experience in iRacing by the looks of it. And he's got Kurt only 5 seconds behind, so actually Kurt and Dean have been going at it this whole time, so their pace. Oh yeah, 148.2, so Kurt's got his pace down. Let's jump on board just because of how cool this thing sounds. I tell you what, with the graphics turned up, man, this game can look good.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't get to see this often running the triples. I've got to usually turn everything right down. But
Do you
running
have triples and high graphics tonight?
no, I turn off the triple and go to single screen for broadcast,
Yeah, okay.
and then I can turn everything up to max,
And it looks amazing.
and it looks amazing. Oh, Don Pittman's had a moment, and Brendan.
Oh!
What just happened then? Well, some of it.
Ricky also went into the back of Kurt Chapman.
Ah, yep. I heard something. Kurt got a bit loose.
Yeah, Kurt got loose. What happened to Don and Brendan?
Yeah, let's go and see what happened to Don. So Don's coming into T1. Just way too quick. And around he went. Oh, and then Brendan followed him. Let's jump on board with Brendan here. Yeah, Brendan's also just come in way too deep as well.
Oh, they both did the same thing in tandem.
Yeah. How adorable. Oh, they're off and running again, so they shouldn't have cost them too much. Brendan's only 3 seconds behind Don, so he's catching. Hayden's back, still just sitting on the back of Tim. Actually, Greg's catching Jared at a rate of knots here. Let's jump on here. Massive runners. Jared got damage.
He might have damage, yeah. I think that he hit the wall at turn 1, I think.
Did he not get it fixed?
Nah, he might be waiting to pit.
Oh, here he comes. Yep, in the pits now.
There you go.
So Jared's the first one to pull the pin. Oh no, a few have. How long we got left in the race? 34 minutes. Oh, I didn't realise we'll go so far through. So in the pits we've got John Akers, Barry Punter, Jared, and Phil Whiteman. No, Phil came in earlier. So there's a few in the pits at the moment. We'll get back on this battle at the front here. They're catching up to Phil Whiteman now. So poor Phil's going to have to deal with these two. Oh no.
It's going to give him the bus stop.
All sorted.
Good on you, mate.
Alright, let's jump on board again with Hayden. Look at all that steering angle they have to put in there. See, that's something else that catches me out too, is I'm not used to so much steering angle. And so you don't turn as much, and then some corners you're like washing out, then you just turn a little bit more, and then you have more grip, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I could turn so far. So it's definitely important to experiment in these cars, because they're all different.
Jake's just gone through the tyre walls there at the bus stop.
Oh, really?
Tyre wall chicane, yeah.
Nothing's come up on the...
I just had a little detour. He's coming in the pit lane now.
No doubt. Oh, yep, seen.
Fastest laps at 1:45.9.
Bloody hell. That was set by Hayden.
Bloody quick, eh?
Yeah, when he had the toe
These guys
pulling through.
Do not mess around.
Not at all. Yeah, you can see that Tim goes much faster and deeper into that corner. And I think he carries the speed a lot better. But then Hayden obviously gets to catch up on the toe. So I think Tim has the pace over Hayden. As Greg looks like he's coming into pits. Yep, he's in the pit lane.
Yeah. Hayden is setting... Oh, he's only beating Tim each lap by a tenth of a second.
Oh, Don goes deep again. Brendan goes through the inside. What's Don going to do here? Oh, he could probably back out of it. He's staying in it though.
Oh, he's gone.
These two are battling hard.
He's got the position, I think.
Let's jump on with Brendan.
Dane's coming to pit.
Yep, seen. So he's coming early trying to get the undercut.
Hayden and Tim are still out.
Yeah, they'll go for as long as they can, I think. Because if you're out front, you never want to pit early and get stuck in traffic. You always want to try and go as long as you can. Let everyone else pit first and then come in afterwards.
Ah, okay.
Usually the rule of thumb, depending on how tyres are and all that sort of stuff. When you're out front, your tyres usually last longer as well because you're not battling. That's some serious angle on that banking.
It's NASCAR, man.
That's got to be, what, 30 plus degrees. Oh, here we go.
See videos on YouTube of it, it's incredible.
Whoop, too much.
Side by side here, side by side.
Here we go.
Looks like Brendan's giving him the corner here. Yep.
Trying to do some funky camera work here.
Thanks, Jared. You did well there to get out of the way, buddy.
Well, Jared's had a big moment. We'll come and have a look at that in a sec. Sorry if he's making anyone sick. I'll try and do it as smooth as possible.
Yeah, I don't know. Gate went down a big distance, so I don't know.
Oh, Brennan with a flash or crash.
He's flashing, he's bloody putting his wipers on and off, he's flashing, he wants to get passed on, man.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was trying to let you past and then completely missed the braking point entirely. My bad.
Alright, let's have a quick look at what happened to Jared a moment ago.
That's not good, mate. I didn't kill myself.
So, same thing at the bus stop again. And then he flicks out of the way and gets out of the way of, I think that was Greg that went through. And then as the leaders come through, Jared behind as well. If I can get my English words in order.
Oh, Hayden's got the jump on Tim in the pit lane.
He has, look at that exit. So, pit time.
Nice to see you back having another crack this week, mate.
So Hayden's probably taken less fuel or Tim's done tyres or something. Yeah, 2 second difference there, so that's a big difference in fuel, I think. So Hayden didn't need as much fuel.
Tim's going to have to chase him back down now. He's got about 28 minutes to do it.
Oh, you know, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Tim.
That's it.
I'm just trying to keep track of what's happening because I've got numbers and stuff moving everywhere. I don't know who's actually on track and who's in pits, so I'll just let it settle for a minute.
Well, you got Jamie and Ricky coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Followed by Scott. I think Axel's still in pit lane. Don's still in pit lane and Brendan's still in pit lane.
Oh, what's Axel done? He might have done tyres.
Yeah, he's just coming out now in P9. He's about 10 seconds behind Scott.
Yeah, that's a really long stop. So either he had a bit of damage to fix or he did tyres. Because most were about that 55-second mark. So that brings Axel out with Greg. Greg right behind.
Don right behind Brendan. Coming out of pit lane here.
Oh, yep. So Brennan made the move on Don through there. As Don looks like he wanted to try and send that one just then. Let's jump on board with Don.
Too early to send, coming straight out of pit lane, but
Yeah, he's got to remember to... He's got to get up alongside before he makes overtakes. He's been penalised once this season already. He can't be sending it under brakes. But I think what Don sees, he misinterprets what cars in front are doing. And when they're not shutting the door, I think he sees that as an opening or an option, you know, an open window, so he tries to send it inside.
yeah.
Oh, car around. Who was that?
Jared.
No, was it Jared? Was it Jared?
Oh, he's got a meatball. Yeah, he's done. He's towing.
Oh, let's see what happened to Jared then. Oh, yeah. Boom,
Too
chakalaka.
much speed, and he's hit the wall.
Oh, the back was locked up, yep. Let's jump on board for that one. So he's come out of the Eastern Horseshoe. Yeah, he's
Battles going on here.
trying to use his brakes
Yeah.
more than... Trying to use his gears more than his brakes by the looks of it, so that's unfortunate. As we've got Don making the move back on Brendan, going into T1. Let's see who can...
Yeah, Brendan's going to give him the corner. Going to stay behind.
You know, you don't need to fuel save anymore, but you do want to fuel manage, so... You want to maintain what you can there. It's a good battle these two are having, which is really good to see.
Almost went for the dive there.
Yeah, Brendan's got himself up to 1.7k, so he's... I'm pretty sure he was higher, so yeah, I think he's come back a little bit. Maybe had a few bad races, and Don's down at 0.6k, so... Don's definitely got a bit of work to do there to get his high rating up, but you can see he's got the pace.
Well, Hayden's gone wide on the first corner there.
Roger, yeah.
Taking Tim from a 1 second gap to a 0.4 second gap to the back of Hayden. They were 2 seconds apart coming out of pit lane, and now they're half a second from each other.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tim's definitely able to close the gap, especially with that toe. I think Tim's got the natural pace over Hayden, just a fraction, but then that toe is really just going to close that door real quick. We've got Jamie Fleming closing up on Barry, so let's go and switch over into that one. I'll just keep an eye on the Tim and Hayden one. If it gets to 0.1, I'll switch back. As Greg's just had a moment. So yeah, Tim's just cruising there at that 0.5. I thought Jamie was rapidly closing that, so maybe Barry just had a moment in one of the corners and lost a bit of time. Alright, Tim's closing the gap here now. Coming up to T1. Oh, big lift. So I don't think he needs a fuel save. I think he's just trying to manage the gap and maybe control the race by leaving Hayden out front. Because that's what you do. If you want to win a race, you leave the car you want to beat out front, and then you set them up for an overtake when you're ready to overtake, when you think they can't get you back.
That's it.
So it's Jamie now, closing the gap on Barry. Massive tow. Can't see what sort of speed he's doing. Oh, a big lift off then, because I think Barry spooked him. Yeah, there's about 3 good battles going on at the moment, and it's hard to keep track of. Oh, yeah, big lock. We'll come away from that one now that Jamie's going to fall off. Tim's all over the back of Hayden. Is he going to make a move this time by? Coming up to the bus stop. Oh, a bit of a bump there. Let's slick go, buddy.
Tim wants that position, man. He wants that P1.
Oh, car spinning in front.
Spinning! Oh! They both avoided it!
Who was that? Is that Jake?
Yeah, Jake Robertson. He's had a lot of incidents tonight.
Alright, let's go and have a quick look what happened there. Yeah, just a classic.
It's Tim and Hayden are side by side.
Let's just jump on board here. Is Tim and Hayden.
They're door bashing.
Oh shit, I'm missing it. Here we go.
Tim's got the run. Is Hayden going to take the inside? Yeah, he's going to take the inside.
Can Tim get the over-under?
Nah, not today.
No, just use momentum. I'm just watching Jamie as well. He's 0.3 behind Barry, and then Brendan's 0.5 behind Don. So let's keep an eye on all these 3 battles. Oh, Jamie's getting the tow. All the action is going to be down the back straight, I reckon.
He's made the pass. No, he's backed off.
Yeah, he's got back out of it.
No over under here. He's just going to stick in behind.
Alright, and just behind here, Brendan coming in the bus stop with Don. Oh, Don's around. Oh, and Brendan avoids. How did Brendan avoid that?
How Brendan didn't go sideways? No
Let's
idea.
just see if I can work my magic here. Alright, so run with Don here. Oh no, something's happening. Oh, he did get a bump on him. I don't know how Brendan got away with it.
Very, very lucky. Very lucky.
Bloody hell. Alright, so Tim's pushing on Hayden again.
Oh yeah, he's giving him the bump.
Very slow lap time last lap, 148. Oh, they got Kurt in front of them now, so they got... Oh, Kurt just had a big moment. Oh, Tim's got the inside.
Gone wide again.
I think maybe Tim's pushing him that extra bit, so Hayden has got the extra speed.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look at...
wide without Tim. Not sure.
Oh yeah, just couldn't pull it up. Alright, let's do that again, but on board. Yeah, not braking hard enough. You're trying to use the gears more. Yeah, it's a tricky car. And Jake had a moment too. Let's quick look at this one. Coming onto the oval. Yeah, just really struggling with that throttle tonight. That's unfortunate.
Battles going on everywhere. We can't keep up.
No, we really can't. Oh, Jamie up the
Jamie's
inside.
got the
Oh!
Contact!
Oh, at least he's only one. Barry looks like he got away with it.
Yeah, Barry's off. He's like, yep.
That's all right. No penalties there. Jamie caused his own demise. Let's jump on board and have a quick look at that one, see what he did wrong then. Oh, he went for the dive, but misjudged it.
Went for the dive and just couldn't pull it up.
Yeah. That's all right. We don't want to discourage that sort of stuff, so... The main thing is that he didn't take someone else out. He could have, but somehow they managed to survive, so...
Jamie's had a bit of a moment there too. And Ricky's right on his ass.
Yep. So Jamie looks like he's moving around a little bit there, so I don't know if he's got any damage or... Let's work my camera magic here. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one.
Jamie and Ricky in the bus stop.
Oh, they got through. Hey guys.
So funny tonight. It's everyone's sort of separated, and then all of a sudden there's like 3 battles going on.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like, oh, it's hard to keep track of.
Alright, I've got Brooksy in the booth. I'm going to just grab him in real quick. Hey Greg, welcome in, mate.
Thanks for having me, Philly.
No, of course.
Go on, mate.
No, they're doing really well. Plenty of battles all around.
Yep.
We're just on board with Ricky at the moment, chasing down Jamie after Jamie tried to make a move on Barry, but misjudged it and had a half spin.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, Ricky's pretty good with his offense and defense, so it'll
Yeah,
be interesting to see how he goes.
Yeah, he's sitting in P7 at the moment. There's a bit of early on, few incidents early on that just shaked out the field a little bit and deleted the train up a bit.
Oh
So
shit, we got 3 wide here.
where are you looking? Oh, yep, seen.
I think PJ was just trying to get out of the way of Hayden and Tim.
All right, so our
So-
leaders, yep, side by
Barrel
side.
down past the start finish line into turn 1. Whoa.
Oh, a bit of a bump there in the rear. They get through.
One more braking from Tim this time round.
Yeah, I don't think Tim can pull away. I think Hayden is smart enough to manage that gap and just use that toe to his advantage just to keep him there. He doesn't have to be too close and burn out his tyres. Just gotta, you know, just be there. And then Ricky's still all over the back of Jamie.
Just coming out of pit lane.
Greg, I'll go
Well.
live in here so you can watch what we're seeing.
Where's me?
Just gotta turn the frame rate down.
PJ's got damage.
Oh
Coming out of
no.
bus stop.
Okay, we'll go have a look at it in a
Lost it.
second.
Sorry, not bus stop. Turn 6. Yeah, he's hit the wall. He's
Alright,
have to... Oh no, he's still going. He's on the high side.
Oh, Axel's just caught up to Scotty behind as well. Let's jump on board here. It's all happening.
It's all happening, man. It's and everywhere tonight.
Oh, that's it. And that's the good thing about big numbers. You can, you know, the more numbers you have on track, the more battles you get all around, and people have more fun. So it's really good to see.
That's it. That's
I like
what
to
we
see.
want.
I like to see Kurt Chapman out there in the V8 supercar getting some driving in.
Yeah, he's been doing well.
The guys at Project 36 love their V8 supercars, so
Yeah, nice.
yeah, it's really good to see the Chapo out there.
Yeah, he seemed unsure about if he was in the right car or not, but we reassured him that no, it's all good.
Yeah, having someone, yeah, he may be the only one out there in the supercar, but still, it's a difficult car to drive around Daytona, especially into turn 1 too.
Yeah, he had a big moment
That
just
is-
a couple of laps ago, and he had to barrel out of T1.
Axel's just made a move on Scott Fitzsimmons going to the bus stop. He's made it.
Nice. I think Scotty backed out of that one and let him through, so
Yeah.
he obviously realised he had the run. Ricky's gone off track there, but I don't think it's anything too major.
Jared's out of turn 1. A rough night tonight, old Jared.
Oh, yep, let's have a quick look at that. Yeah,
it
just
looks like Ricky's gone off and bust off a little bit, just overcooked it.
yeah, they've all been. I shouldn't say all. Each driver's got their spot that they've been struggling with all night. Oh yeah, let's have a look at. Let's go back a bit further.
Oh yeah, Ricky's gone right out onto the grass and rejoined.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
No, good fun. All right, back on the battle with Hayden and Tim here. As they're catching up to Don.
We have to
So
overtake Don here.
blue flags are for information only. So let's. Whoa! Don gets a big
You see
wheelie there.
that?
Yeah. Did they get through?
Oh, he's put Hayden off.
He's regathered. That was a huge moment.
Far out. That was a massive bunny hop.
Yeah, those 3D curves really get you, don't they?
Bloody hell.
Absolutely.
Never seen that before. It didn't even come up as an off track or anything, so I can't go back and see it. Bloody hell.
That's one of the big things with the new updates. We've found that, especially in GT3 and IMSA, doing Daytona, the curves there, especially in that little S bend there, it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
It's even worse when you're in a GTP. So he did well to hold on to it there.
Bloody oath. Yeah, it's scary, the Daytona 24 hour, hey, when you're trying to go past and you've got to run off a curb a little bit and then it just unsettles the car so much.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of cars basically lose their race because of that damage that the curves cause.
Yeah,
Far
100%.
out.
We actually had one car this year hit that, get too close to a GTP trying to recover, and it pushed him on the other side of the horseshoe.
Oh,
And
yep.
Racing determined he was going backwards on track.
Oh,
and
no.
disqualified instantly. So
DQ'd.
it's real dangerous. Hey,
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
never thought I'd see that happen. But these guys are looking good. They look very consistent. Obviously the back markers didn't really help too much, but that's okay.
No, Hayden's close back up, so he hasn't really. Oh, as he
Yep.
gets wide.
Oop, commentator's curse.
It's always the way. Always the way. So Jared's had another moment. Quick look at that while they're closing back in.
I think he's just deciding to watch the race from the International Horseshoe now.
Yep.
Back down into one of the... Yeah, I think he's just jumped out now. He's just towed.
Might have busted his wheel by the sounds of that. I can't
Yeah.
see his other wheel. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, Tim's just pulled out a bit of a gap on Hayden. So this might be Tim's opportunity. If he can break away more than 1.5, he can break that toe. But I don't think he's going to do it this time round. Oh, Barry's just had a moment. Oh, he's dropping down the order. Off in the infield, Axel's also had a moment. Let's have a look at Barry's one first. Wow, that was a weird one. Let's jump on board for that one, because that doesn't seem right. Wow, look how, like ice.
Just a bit too much power out on exit of the corner. I think the curve unsettled him a little bit. By the
Yeah.
looks of things.
And then just getting off throttle, just like pulling a handbrake on these things.
Yeah.
And he gets going again. We'll see what happened to Axel. Typical T1. And he saves it pretty well.
Looks like Ricky's had a moment going on this lap into turn 6.
Yep, let's see what happened to Ricky.
And then,
Same
and then turn
spot.
7.
Oh no, it's turn 6, yep.
Continue on a bit more in turn 7. It's Ilias passed him on the straight.
They must be cooking their tyres out there or something.
I'd say so. I know it tends to. Well, obviously, we know the PCUP car. You know, you tend to cook your tyres when you're braking too heavily.
Yeah.
So maybe this has something to do with it.
Yeah, remember they got their bias too rearward trying to get the car to pull up and
Yeah.
just all those micro locks. But it's a big issue in the V8 supercar too, isn't it? With the
100%.
micro locking.
Yeah, into turn one, as you said earlier, Kurt Chapman kind of cooked a little bit, going into turn one. It's really easy to do around there, especially seeing as though there's the undulations in the track. It kind of unsettles the car heavily. And
Yeah.
these cars without ABS and traction control, you haven't got a hope in hell.
100%. So Axel's probably going to pull away from Scott now because Axel tends to have the pace. Hang on.
Rick's caught up to the pack again. By the looks of things, Scotty Fitzsimmons seems to be a little bit tentative around there.
Just realised I'm not showing live positions, and that's why I'm not keeping up with the standing.
Oh no!
That's what's going on. There we go. Yeah, so Ricky's all over the back of Scotty now. Well, not all over the back yet, but he's closing in that gap real quick. Scotty's going to have a little bit of a toe to Axel in front, so Rick won't be able to close too quickly. Yeah, the question is now, how do they manage those hot rear tyres? Good little train here. So I see Jake's decided to pull the pin.
He's going to get the overtake and pass here. He's going to back out. Looks like he's going to back out. Oh, Ricky's going to go for the dive on Scott.
Yeah, Scott had to check up for Axel, and then that gave Ricky the opportunity to go up the inside.
But they're side by side.
Oh, this is going to be interesting in the kink.
It is.
Boy.
Ricky checks
Ricky
out.
let him have it.
Yeah. Live to fight another day. Well done, Ricky.
Hayden's all over the back of Tim, point one. Hayden's make the move on Tim, but we'll stay here with these guys for the moment. I assume they're going down the straight somewhere.
Oh,
No,
Hayden's
they're into
past
turn,
him.
just exited turn 2, 3 now.
Oh, they are too.
Turn
Yep.
one, he's
They're,
past him.
Yeah, Hayden's got him into turn 1. That's a good move.
Yeah, turn one at Daytona is a really good spot to overtake.
Oh, yeah. And you can do it in so many ways. You can take them on the inside or the outside into the first sweeping left. Or you can force someone out wide and then cut in on them. There's so many different options on this track for turn 1 overtakes.
No, that's
Absolutely.
it. Alright, we're going to see a similar here. So Scotty's dropped off point. He's 1.3 behind Axel now, so he's just starting to drop out of that toe. I think 1.2 is about the limit. As Ricky goes high to try and get a bit of a run down there, maybe.
No,
Or time
the toe.
time the exit. I think he's trying to time T1. He wants to get there at the right time,
He's
just
going
like
for
that.
it.
Yeah,
He's making it
got
committing. He's too hot.
Oh, he's got
Oh,
it.
he's
done
making it. He's making it. Oh, nicely done, mate.
I was
He's
thinking
done
too
it,
hot
well
as well,
done.
but no, he did a good job.
Not in my face. Not enough faith in my boy. What am I doing?
All right, let's see if Ricky can close in on Axel now. We'll get back on the leaders. So Tim's just cruising behind Hayden here. Probably give him a little love bump.
Give him a bump. Pressure him going into turn one. No, he's backed off.
I tell you what, time's flying because there's only 3.5 minutes left in this race.
3.5 minutes. Bloody hell.
That certainly is. So that Greg Brooksy in this with the comms box now. He's jumped in. And yeah, Coach just cruising around doing his thing out there.
Yeah.
Loving life.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Yeah, we had three said that they would jump in the VS Supercar, but they haven't been able to make Monday nights.
Yeah, unfortunately I was hoping to be one of those, but I've been trying to get up to speed with the Gen 3 car, but it's such a different beast to the Gen 2 and the 2014 versions that I started with.
Yeah. Yeah, I found the Gen 3 was very slippery, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's got less aero and yeah, a whole bunch of stuff, so...
Much less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all mechanical grip now, and it's definitely a driver's car.
Yep.
If you like hanging it out and sliding the car around, yeah, it's perfect. But for someone like me that likes a bit of downforce and a pointy car, then it's not. I struggle with it. So
yeah,
I've kind of given up on that dream and gone back to GTs and hypercars.
No, that's it. It's one of those cars you got to have the confidence to throw it around. If you don't, then you can't get the pace out of it.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, Tim with the bumps tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen that. He's keeping the pressure on. Wants that spot back again.
Yeah, I think he's just setting Hayden up for the finish.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you stay there. Yeah.
Looks like Hayden's rear bumper's a bit caved in.
A bit average.
So I don't think we're in the last lap. I think we've got 2 more to go.
Maybe one more.
Roger. So yeah, I reckon Tim's just setting him up. So it'll be interesting if Hayden can defend the position until the end.
Yeah, no white flag just yet, so there they go.
So we still 1 more time by. As we got a car up the road. Who's that? 354.
It's Brendan.
Oh, yep.
Number 7.
Oh, it is too, yep.
I think Greg Levine's in front of him.
So Brendan's trying to chase down Greg at the moment, but he's going to have these guys coming up pretty quickly behind. They're not quite there yet, so we'll come back to that. But Tim's just... Yeah, he's definitely putting him where he wants him, eh?
Putting the pressure on him tonight.
Yeah. So this will be last lap.
Yep. Going to make that last lap dash on the last back straight after the bus stop. He'll be thinking, got to make sure that bus stop is perfect on his exit.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, we got lap traffic too, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, let's spice it up.
Let's jump on
No
Brendan.
white flag yet.
Nah, should definitely be a white flag. Let's see if Brendan pulls out of the way here. Blue flags are information only. It doesn't have to get out of the way. Oh, Phil and Kurt have had a moment. There we go. Checks out wide. Let's send it to the inside. Let's have a quick look at what happened to Phil. Coming into the bus stop. Oh, car in front of him spun. I think that might have been Jake. And then Kurt's just had a big moment on the exit. Big moment. Alright, let's jump back on our leaders. Alright, so Tim's dropping back. 0.3.
Yep, he's setting up that last move.
That's it. Hayden's warning Greg. We're coming, buddy.
Good exit there. He's got it. Hayden's going to have a hard time trying to keep him behind.
Oh man, Tim's making bloody PCUP tonight look like bloody next-gen cup cars.
Yeah, he's doing
At
a great job,
Daytona.
isn't he?
Down the back straight here, bloody hell, coming
Here
onto
we
the
go.
start-finish line.
Here we go.
This will be his run. He might go duck down. Yep.
Oh, to the inside.
It's all gone to shit!
What an ending!
that?
But that should still mean that Hayden wins because
Hayden wins.
he was pushing him across the line.
Yeah,
Oh no. Gonna have to
that's
check that.
awesome. Oh,
I
it's
can't imagine
Dean.
the apron's legal.
Dean comes through in P3.
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
All right, let's mute that before it gets messy.
That's in the Intercity.
Well done, Dean. Third place.
Greg got caught up in that too, far out.
Well, he was behind, so he's already done his lap, so he's fine. And then we got John Akers coming through in P4. Gordo, can you radio through and just confirm there's no issue with the ending? The end of the race. Well done, John, P4. Jamie just behind in P5. He was flying. I didn't realise he was so close. And then Barry Punter coming onto the straight with Axel just behind as well. Axel being pushing to close that gap, but not quite enough. Well done, Barry, on P6. Axel P7. And then where's Ricky? Here he comes, crosses the line in P8, with Scotty just behind him as well in P9. Alright, everyone's doing their burnouts as they love.
Hayden, I actually think you won that with the ass of your car, mate.
Hang on, let's go in here.
I was just having a look now.
I think it worked in your favour.
As everyone has lots of fun. Alright, let's go and grab Hayden, Tim, and... who was third? Dean. Alright, wait for Hayden to come in the waiting room.
Alright, everyone's doing burnouts. It's awesome.
Gordo, can you announce podium to jump into the waiting room?
The apron is totally freaking legal in iRacing.
Yeah, no worries. Just give me one moment.
If you can make it stick.
Actually, I've got my wheel here. I'll just plug this in.
All right. Can Hayden, Tim, and Dean, if you guys want to be interviewed, can you make your way into the waiting room, please? Thank you.
Yeah, what an ending. Let's go and have a look at that again.
Far out. Yeah, what a crazy ending.
So Tim's gone down on the apron, which is absolutely legal. Underneath, and then Hayden's come late moment, tried to block the door. And then, yeah, just crossed Tim's nose and Tim's pushed him across the line. How fun. And then poor Greg. Oh, Greg's lucky he didn't cross the line because he would have had another lap to do if he got in front of them then. Let's jump on board with Tim in full speed here. Here he goes. He goes on the inside. Hayden shuts the door. He kept the power in. He tried to keep going. He couldn't get there.
Definitely controversial there, but...
Nah, that's fine. The only issue I think in that is probably Hayden turning down, but it's one move, it's reactive, so that's fine. It's just defensive. Absolutely fine. Alright, let's get these guys in. Give me 1 second. Alright, welcome everyone. What an ending. That was so fun to watch. And well done, Hayden, getting pushed across the line by Tim. Absolutely nothing wrong with what happened at the ending there. That was all legal. How did that feel, Hayden?
Entertaining.
Tim, were you expecting him to try and shut the door there, or do you thought he was going to leave it open for you?
I mean, a bit of both, whatever. What happens here?
That would look real fun. The whole race, you two were going at it. That looked real good. Back and forth. And
I think, ideally, if that lapped car wasn't there, I wouldn't have had to do that. But that was kind of how it played. Come through the bus stop that last lap.
Nah, 100%. Yep. But that's the roll of the dice, unfortunately.
It is a cheeky move, but yeah, it's pretty hard to overtake otherwise.
No, it's completely legal. You're allowed to use the inside the track there to make overtakes. But no.
It's part of the fun of Daytona, right? If you have two people, even within half a second, if you can just sit in the slipstream, you can just follow each other around the whole time, right? That's just what happens.
No, that's it. That's good. Good ending note. And then Dean, you're cruising. You weren't far off. You're 30 seconds, but in reality, that wasn't that far behind. So well done.
Thanks, John. It felt like a long way. It was a pretty lonely race for, I don't know, 4/4 of it. Sorry, 4/5 of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, the start, you guys were really trained up for, there's about 6 cars in the train, and then, yeah, really progressively, it all just split apart, and then, yeah, you're on your own, and then John on his own behind you.
Yeah, I sort of had some ambition to try and hold on to the back of Hayden and that, but the way it sort of all planned out, it all paid out. I think I was making a move for the lead of the race into turn 1, and I come out of turn 1 in 4th. So it's just the way it went.
No, that's it. That's big pack racing for you. That's good. All right.
Yeah, the other guys were just too quick for the infield. I just couldn't get any benefit from them for a couple of maps. So, but it is a good result either way.
No, that's it. Yeah, if you can hold on to that toe, you can sort of keep with them, can't you? But yeah, as soon as they get away from you and build that gap, there's nothing you can do, hey?
Nah, not with those two. Certainly not. They were far too quick for me. So yeah, well done to them.
No, it's good. I'm glad they got each other to battle too. So that's good for them too. So happy days.
Yeah, just wondering, Tim, how far back in the final couple of laps were you thinking about the strategy towards the end there?
Usually, I mean, this is fixed setup, so it's a little bit different, but you want to be right on the edge of the bubble. So, the big toe happens at about 0.8, and that's generally where you would want to try and sit if you wanted to sweep around on the outside. If you go up the inside, you can be a little bit closer because of the side draft, but yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Yeah, we were talking towards the, I think it was the second last lap, we were talking about how you were following behind and pushing Hayden along. And we kind of figured that towards the end, unless you really had to focus on your exit on turn 11 just to be able to make sure that you were close enough and had decent pace coming out of the bus stop from him to be able to try and make that move stick.
It's certainly a thing about rolling off the throttle when you're following into the bus stop to really get that, drive out of that second part of that bus stop. With the fixed setup, because it's got a pretty cranked up wing, you can bump, draft a few times down the straight and then pull off. And then, it's all, but you can kind of work it out as progressing through the race, how powerful the draft is. Like it'll suck you back a good half a second along that straight. So.
That was good to watch. Thanks for it.
Yeah, and having a lap car out front too changes the whole dynamic, doesn't it? You don't get as strong of a toe when the car in front of you is getting a good toe as well. So yeah, a lot to work out.
It just made it interesting for the last lap with 2 of them. It was just like, oh, how's this going to play out? Like, are we both going to get through, or is one of us going to get held up? So it was interesting. And then I had a terrible bus stop anyway, so that sort of led to an opportunity for Tim.
Yeah, we both checked up pretty heavy in the bus stop, and I was probably not expecting to check up that much, and yeah, made that ending a little bit funny, but yeah, it's all good fun. It's good to have someone of similar speed to kind of do this sort of stuff with, and gives other people opportunity to check out a quick lap and see what's going on.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, poor Don was doing wheelies in front of Hayden and checked Hayden up a couple of laps earlier, so that was a big moment for Hayden too.
Yeah, I'm sure. Tim, did you give me that time back?
Yeah, I did. I lifted off because I think I jumped out to 2 seconds, and I was like, oh, it's not really, in the spirit of what we're trying to do here. I'd rather race, close towards the end, considering we're close all race, than, just drive ahead.
Well, and that's
so I'd got the gap.
Yeah, man. I think it was like 1.4 or 5 or something, and I said to Dean and John, I was like, oh shit, now I've got to put my head down and actually go for it. And then in the infield, I'd made up that time. I was like, okay, you've absolutely given me that time back. Thank you.
Yeah, I rolled right out.
Good times. All right, we'll wrap it up there. I'll kick you back out and we'll end the stream. Thanks, guys.
No worries, pleasure. Thank you.
Cheers, fellas.
All right, well, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Thanks, Gordo and Brooksy, for jumping in the booth with me. It's been a pleasure.
No worries at all. Happy to help out.
Yeah, it was a good night. Good fun, good racing. Lots of learning to do.
No, that's it. Definitely a tricky car, but it's definitely something you need to get into during your racing career and just learn how to do it. And and get comfortable in it. Because then you drive this car, then you come back to a GT3 or something with aero, and it's so much easier to drive, and you don't know what you're so stressed about. So yeah, definitely something to get into.
100%. The progression going from things like GR86 or a Mazda Cup car, and then you get the power of this car. It really does set you up for a good, I guess, career if you're going to stick with GT3s. It really helps with a lot of racecraft. Teaches you how to really handle the car and understand its limits. So that when you jump in something that's a bit more technical, like a GT3, it really really sets it up for you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. All right, let me grab the schedule here if I can find. There it is. All right, so we've got coming up next week is. That's not the right one. All right, I'll just read it anyway. So we got Wednesday night, we got GT4s. We're heading to Interlagos, so that should be a bit of fun. And then Thursday night, we've got a Premier Endurance Race Practice League. So that's going to be at Magello. So if any of our guys want to jump in and just help us with that one, that would be much appreciated. We're helping our Premier Endurance League guys just work on their racecraft for their race on the weekend. And then next Monday, back in the Porsche Cup car, we're at Red Bull Ring, which should be another really fun track. So lots of good stuff coming up. And then week 12, we will start our voting for next season. So if you want to get involved, jump on in. Head on over to League ID 11090, and that's the iRacing League, and then all our details and information is in there. So jump on board, come racing, and let's have some fun. All right, thanks, guys.
See ya.